kind of lead us off with a couple of comments just in general of the game, and then we'll have some questions.
Yeah, I thought we did what we had to do. We came out early, scored some runs, kind of took momentum of the game. Joey did a great job. I thought today he was a little bit up in the zone, but he really commanded it well when he needed to. And he grinded out pitches. I think his pitch count got up a little higher than he usually has been doing on those midweek games against those really good teams. And you got to remember, Joey's been pitching against our toughest RBI opponents all year, so we're really excited that he got a chance to start the first game for us. Got some timely hitting today too. I think we had four of the RBIs were 2 outs, and so that's a big thing when you get a 2-out RBI. Obviously we used Perk just to sandwich it because it was kind of a bullpen day for him. You don't know what the weather and these tournament games are so important, so we figured we'd get him that sandwich inning just to get the Brooksy. Obviously, we tacked one on there at the end when Georgie ran a ball out of here, and I thought we put some good swings on there. The only thing we got to improve on is we're a pitching and defensive team, and we had 3 mishaps in the field that we usually help our pitchers out. I think that the one thing that was really nice about that is that Joey was also going to pitch over a couple of errors, and that did drive the pitch count up a little bit, but our teams made of picking each other up, and Joey certainly did that by pitching over an error and stopping a big inning, especially when they were leadoff. I thought New Jersey too did a tremendous job of getting the leadoff hitter on. I don't have it in front of me, but I bet it was 5 to 6 times they had the leadoff hitter on, and so it puts a little pressure on defensive pitching, and so don't want to give up 2 runs when they have a lot of leadoff guys on. They did a great job.
We'll open it up for some questions.
Coach, we talked the other day about not letting the gas pedal off, and can you give us a sense of how pleased you were to open the game with the first inning the way you did, 3 runs on the board right out of the gate?
Yeah, I think that that set the tone for the game. Like I said, on the momentum things. College baseball is all about momentum and just kind of keep it for more innings than the other team. And the one thing we've done as a team is we've addressed how important all these games are. Whether it was the first game of the year or now down the stretch, we're trying to gain RPI points. We're trying to win a conference tournament championship. We're trying to think about back to DeLand, maybe bringing the NCAA regionals there and qualifying for it. So there's a lot more on our plates, and we don't sit there and just focus on one thing. We're playing for the big picture, and I think that's our MO, and it's been working for us. So we address that every day.
Joey, you hadn't pitched against a lot of face-on opponents. I think only one coming into today. Is that maybe an advantage for you as you see coming here into the tournament?
I think it's sort of an advantage because I normally, as Coach Schimper said before, I pitch the midweeks. I pitch against FSU, USF, and all those people, and obviously they're a very talented team. So I've been blessed to pitch against them and do well. And so coming in here, they haven't seen me. I'm sure a lot of people in the ASUN awards are like, oh, who's Joey getting second team? So yeah, I thought I did well for the most part. My fastball command was a little shaky, but off speed was good, and I thought it was an advantage. So.
Brooks, you've been around now as a senior. Obviously, last year you guys were 0-2 in the tournament. Just how important is it to kind of get off to that good start and just continue the momentum, as Coach Schimper said?
Well, I think the most important thing is, like you said, getting off to a good start. You never want to be on the loser's record, but you definitely don't want to start there. So to come out and get the first one is huge for us. Like you said, you take momentum from inning to inning, but you can also take it from game to game. So I think this helps us going to the next one. We have plenty of pitching to go, and I think we're just getting started for a good tournament.
Coach, if you look ahead, obviously you are now in the winner's bracket, and then you'll have another game tomorrow. How does your pitching kind of set up, and what are you looking for to really maybe improve from this game to the next game?
Yeah, I think our pitching sets up. We got Logan going tomorrow. That was our plan all along. It kind of keeps him on his start schedule or close to it. Because he's kind of been that Friday guy. So even though we're playing Thursday, it's an advantage for us because we get a little bit of rest. And we were up at 6:45 this morning. So. We like to sleep a little bit, so it gives us a little bit of a chance of getting breakfast and lunch. I'm pretty hungry. I know these guys are too, and so I think that's good. And the other thing is too, it's Florida at this time of year, and I know the conference worries about it, and we do too as coaches and players. You get weather, and weather backs things up. So being that we don't have that next game, it buys us a little bit of game in case they get backed up tonight. Obviously, we have Mitch Sanger can work out of the bullpen. Ben Onishko's in the bullpen. Perk will probably be our game 3 starter, and Brooksy, ask him, he'll want to pitch all 9 innings for the rest of the tournament. So, so I think we got plenty there. And, we do have some guys that haven't even gotten a lot of innings that we really have a lot of confidence in Vlad Nunez and Austin Wood and some guys, and Chris Gonzalez, who, his last time out, he was down at Miami and got through 5 innings and, had a 1-run game against those guys. So, we're really excited that we have good pitching. I think we got to clean our defense up a little bit. That's our MO, and we don't usually make errors like that. So we got to play a little bit cleaner defense.
Joey, it was mentioned you haven't pitched a lot against the ASUN, but to get the ball in the first game of the tournament, bright and early on a Wednesday morning, can you give us a sense of the confidence that gave you to be able to go out there and pitch right out of the gate?
Yeah, definitely. I pitched my freshman year. I was the only player who didn't play in the conference tournament on our team, and then last year I pitched 1 inning. So it was I definitely felt the confidence that the coaches trusted me to start game 1 this year. I know we have lofty aspirations past the conference tournament, but I appreciated the trust they had in me, and I just tried to do my job. So.
Brooks, we asked about the first inning. You were in the middle of it, driving in the first run, scoring in later in that inning. In the dugout, can you give us a sense of what the mood was like after you guys got out to that 3-run start?
Well, anytime you score 3 runs in an inning, it's nice. But to come out and kind of ambush a pitcher like that in the first inning, kind of knock him off his routine and make him take a step back and kind of have to refocus what he's doing is an advantage for us. He came out through some good innings after that, started to locate his pitch a little better, but we just kind of stuck with it and got the runs where they came.
All right.